Okay guys, in this screencast we're going to have a look at energy in cells. We're going to have a look at the processes that are happening in my friends here, the chloroplasts and the mitochondria. Have a look at the processes of photosynthesis and respiration. Have an overview of those. And we're going to specifically concentrate on the ATP molecule that's used to store energy. Okay, here we go. Here's a picture that we sketched in class just to give us an overview of the processes of photosynthesis and respiration. And let's start with photosynthesis first. Now, I think it's important to remember the process of photosynthesis. The purpose of that is to produce glucose. And what the plant does is it uses carbon dioxide in the air and water and produces oxygen. The other process that we have going on is respiration. And we have in our giraffe here on our right hand side, he's undergoing respiration, taking in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. And the same process happens in plants who respire as well as photosynthesize. Oxygen going in and carbon dioxide going out. So let's just have a look at the equation for this and take what we know already. First off, we know that we have the purpose of producing glucose. Okay, and we produce glucose. We know that carbon dioxide gas goes in, and we know that oxygen gas is released. Okay. In the equation of photosynthesis that we're going to use, we have water on both sides. 12 molecules of water on one side and 6 more molecules on the other. We also need sunlight and chlorophyll to allow the reaction to happen. If we now look at underneath, we have the equation for respiration, which is in some ways almost reverses the process. The purpose of respiration, instead of to produce glucose, it's to use glucose, and we're using glucose to produce ATP. And we'll say that it produces between 36 and 38 ATP molecules. In some cases it will produce 38, but on average it's between 36 and 38. We look at the gases now. We know that when we have cellular respiration going in all our cells, we know that oxygen goes in and carbon dioxide goes out. And we balance our equations. We know that water is produced as well. Now let's look at ATP. This is a molecule that we use in cells to manage energy. It's basically made up of a nitrogen base on the end here, adenosine, which is different than adenine, which makes up our DNA and RNA. Has a ribose sugar and it has 3 phosphates. So adenosine triphosphate for 3 phosphates. The alternative molecule that we're talking about is ADP, which is diphosphate, has 2. And it can switch between triphosphate to diphosphate. Triphosphate and diphosphate. And basically what's happening here is as it's picking up an extra phosphate in our chemical bond here is where energy is being stored. So energy is stored in triphosphate, energy is released to form diphosphate. So it's a molecule that can move energy around the cell to where it's needed for growth, repair, and even movement. So that's a quick overview of cellular respiration and photosynthesis, and also the ATP cycle.